Hello, welcome back to Kaiserreich. I'm thinking that since we didn't actually pick a tank designer before we designed the light tanks, and also because I don't think we're going to have tanks be useful until like a bit further into the war, I'm thinking that we actually wait to really make our tank divisions until we have medium tanks, and just start straight up on medium tanks. They guzzle a little bit more fuel, but I think our use case for the tanks is going to be quite limited. We're not going to be using them all the time, and probably mostly in France, I imagine. And if we're invading through Spain, we'll have like a couple of places where we might be able to use them. Um, and they're going to be way better than light tanks at forcing the breakthrough. They'll still be able to. They'll be about equal, I think, in exploiting the breakthrough. They are slightly more fuel, they use slightly more fuel, and they have slightly higher production cost, not too much though, not as insane as the heavy tank production cost, and we'll be able to research them pretty soon. If we're going to ever make heavy tanks, I'm not going to make them until like at least 1941, but we can start making medium tanks in 1939, I think. Yeah, all that is good. And, see, I'm just looking at the stats again, comparing piercing, double, armor, way more. Medium tanks are basically like, they are the hard unit that you want, if you want to have hard units. That or modern tanks, of course. So we're going to go with that. We're going to go with the medium tank manufacturers, so soft attack reliability, or production cost and research time. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's better to have quality over quantity. But we have a real quantity problem, and we can't actually utilize the quality unless we have the quantity, because you need to have a stock of actual tanks to replace the broken ones with whenever you get into a squabble, like a fight. So I think I'm going to go with this, so we can actually produce medium tanks at any relevant volume. And then we could always swap if we decide that we have enough medium tanks of the earlier type before we start researching the next type. So like we can go with this one on the higher production value one, and then keep producing that as like a backup, and then we can go for this one for the quality ones whenever we decide, or if we decide that we are at the point where we can do that. So I'm gonna go with Peugeot first. We also want to add a chief of staff and all that, because those are ridiculously strong sometimes. But we are not quite yet at war, so also this is going to be really good, because all these divisions are going to be freed up, and they'll be able to go up north to the actual front line. I don't know how much more fighting we're going to be doing here, since the front line seems a bit busy, and I'm afraid of running out of supplies. I'm seeing some, yeah, we could potentially make a push for Denver with them, I guess. And that's going to be about it. We need to stop doing the naval exercises, because we are basically out of fuel, and we're starting to lose all of our fuel, and our submarines are already at max experience. We got an ace pilot, which is really good. Fuel gain from refineries plus 50%. Sure, why not? We have 2 refineries, right? Should do, at least. Oh, no, never mind. We have 1, and we have 1 coming up. Fengshan government declared war on the Qing government. Japan announces her ambitions, so they're all fucked. Egoism helps all. Nationalist Algerian book seized. Oh, this would be a beautiful, beautiful encirclement if we had tanks that were able to push all the way down. Russian Empire declared war on the Don Kuban Union. They're going for that oil that I talked about. They're almost all School of Maneuver. And they're more or less exactly the same. One network of informants within the commune have recently been integrated with our wider intelligence network in the metropole, and already provided us with crucial information regarding military installations and planning. Communal influence within our dominion, as well as potential targets to bring over to our side or take down. Founded earlier this year by Louis de la Baudonnier, winemaker from Dordogne, and now headed by our smuggled agent Gilbert Renault, now operating the pseudonym of Colonel Remy. Wait, is this an allo allo? I don't know if it's a reference to allo allo or something. I've watched like a little bit of allo allo when I was younger. I didn't really get much of it because I wasn't, I wasn't very old and it was all in English. Or I think it was in French and then subtitle in English? I don't remember. No, it was in English, wasn't it? And then they spoke with like French accents. I actually don't recall. It's been so long. Yeah, why not just push here? I don't like these because of the minus reliability. They are good, but... They are good, but they're also bad. Let's do more radar, get that radar up on the coast. Or let's go with Corsica first. What is this song? The end of the war. Default soundtrack, huh. This must be music from Battle for the Bosphorus, maybe, or... The Damocles Project. German spies have recently uncovered the papers of a research and development program sponsored by members of the Third International, dubbed the Damocles Project. This is the International's version of the Manhattan Project, I believe. Honestly, I don't even need to do that. I can just attack. Deal with the devil. With their forces hard pressed by the United States, representatives from both Pacific States of America and the American Union State agreed to a temporary truce. Well, that's horrible. But not unexpected, and I believe we can deal with it. Do we have any spots with higher infrastructure, like there, where we can build our military factory? Our infrastructure increases the speed at which factories are built. Canada intervenes in the American Civil War. Yes! So now we are at war. Which means we can actually increase the... Oh, never mind, our air wing got sent back. And so did our troops. Makes sense. We can now increase our presence in America. And in fact, one really good way of gaining some naval experience here would be to actually just send our submarines over to raid. Now, where do we have bases? We have bases here. Convoy raiding there. I think that should do it. Because I believe most convoys will pass through this the zone anyway. Anyhow, we're not going to be raiding all the way over there because I don't think we have any bases nearby. Or I mean, we do have Canada, I guess. But that might actually be a lucrative raiding zone or raiding target. The Australasia is sending us guns, even though we aren't technically really at war. I mean, we are, but you know. This is also going to be really good because it's going to give the Entente a bunch of military experience before the war. Okay, now plan is to, I think, let's see, let's put this guy back into the army here. Now I think I'm going to start creating, oh, come on. There we go. The Argentinian Free Territory. What's going on? Syndicalists, they might be anarcho-syndicalists then. Force of Frente Obrero Patagonico have triumphed decisively over Carlos Argentina and seized the capital of Buenos Aires. With this victory, the socialists have openly proclaimed the creation of a true Argentinian free territory and the start of a new age for socialism in South America. A number of leading figures in the previous administration, as well as other notables, have been seen fleeing the country by ship. Though most of the nation's population still remain temperamentally against socialist policies, the rise of a syndicalist Argentina could upset the delicate balance of regional politics for years to come. I suppose. You have syndicalists in Chile as well. These guys might also join the Third International. The Third International is becoming extremely strong, and they are also extremely blessed because you have these guys who are, yeah, they're now market socialists. They went down the cooperatives path. And you have the UK, who are, let's see, women soldiers right now, but they are, I believe, I think they're like trying to decentralize stuff and all that. I wonder if the Union of Britain is going to break up into many smaller unions. And then, of course, you have the Norwegian Union. Bring the British back. Are they in the International? They should be, right? Yeah, look at the International. It's pretty beefy. So we have two immediate fronts whenever the war begins, and that is in Iberia and in Mexico. Provided, you know, the Big Mac wins, which I have faith he will. The Pacific states look to be collapsing. Or at the very least, they're retreating using the terrain, which is honestly a wise thing to do. If I was them, I would actually collapse to a more narrower front in the Rockies than trying to hold all the way out here. Gloomy Sunday, a melancholic song telling the sinister story of a spurned lover who committed suicide. And so people are linking it to something else. Well, why are we wasting our time? 13 political power, who cares? Fuel gain per oil, 20%. Fuel gain from refineries, 10%. Good. 166 days, though. Let's see if there's anything else we can grab. Like this. 15 days. Probably should have gone for that earlier, honestly. Because we won't get it on this anyhow. Because it's just like the next level becomes, or gets the modifier, I think. Or it might just be this, but yeah. French attack Zawiya. Actually, can we cancel this? No, we can't. I was about to say, maybe if we cancel this, we can actually use it on that, but I don't think so. I will make a bunch of mistakes in terms of like min-maxing, by the way. That's just the way I play. I care mostly about the story that we create as we play. And that story, I hope, is one in which we take over France, but I have my doubts. Oh no, actually you can swap the research, but that's fine. We'll actually no, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, let's find out. Yeah, it doesn't work. 64 days for the anti-tank. I'll do it just because we're out of oil. Or out of fuel, rather. Have we destroyed any convoys? I don't know. I strongly doubt it. The riches of Africa. Oh! Oil. Is that because we've finished the Saharan Railway? We haven't, though, have we? Apparently we have. Did I get an event? I didn't see it. I may have clicked it off. If so, I apologize profusely. Let's get a second army up and rolling. The second army will be led by this guy, honestly, because I want a desert army as well. Because we may have to fight Dutch Middle Africa. The agrarian revolt in the Baracha commune under Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Or not. I didn't read the full thing. So they're radical socialists. They're trying to beat down the Baracha commune. The Baracha commune haven't joined the International because, I mean, they are a very different sort, ideologically speaking, from the International. They can also create their own faction as well. Let's get a logistics company to reduce supply usage, which we might need if we're going to create an actual desert army. Or like an African army that's going to fight Dutch Middle Africa. Why have you done this? Socialist Republic of Italy declared war on the Italian Republic. Oh boy. Yes. Stability, crush the anti-France, which grants 180 days. I guess that's just bad for a little bit, but it's gonna get good. Professional army. Communards have done a wave of sabotage throughout our country. God damn it. Syndicalists are fomenting rebellion in Niger. Let's have a look at what's going on there then. Yeah, that's real bad. Division, organization, and recovery rate are basically like mass combat though, but they are essentially like the be all end all, I believe, of warfare. So I'm gonna pick those. Chief of Army, I'm gonna assign one of them before I forget. Attack 10%. It's Armored Spearhead. We don't have any of that quite yet, so I'm not gonna go with that quite yet. Supply consumption minus 10% is really good. Guns and butter, really good. I think I'm gonna go with guns and butter. And let's just continue researching doctrine. And let's go to the occupied territories and find you. Local police force still. So there's not too much we can do for the like lowering of. I mean, we could institute a secret police, but I mean, why not? Let's just do it. We need to keep that low. It's currently at like 67%, and one tile is at 83% apparently in that area. Brazil has joined the Reichspakt. That's sad, but oh well. Do any of these actually like completely stop our chance of having a not a revolution, but like a massive rebellion? Yeah, we're gonna go with this with the light and medium tank. Street fight between Algerian nationalists. Well, there we go. There we have it. After kicking out our troops, Niger has declared independence. Should we crush them with our superior forces, or should we cut our losses to focus elsewhere? Well, we should crush them, obviously. And in fact, I'm just going to assign most of our army to the Desert Fox guy. And we're going to send the camel. And we're going to send... No, we shouldn't assign most of the army to him, because the supply situation really isn't going to allow us to deal with that with a massive army. Oh yeah, he's going to move. Let's split up our garrisons. So this will be the West Africa garrison. And even though we don't need to have a general on them, we will have a general on them. Their job is just going to be to hold. Companions of Joan of Arc. An association honoring the memory of the patron saint of France. Cool. Oh, okay, yeah. Here we go. Wait, where's the Wadai Empire? Oh, it's over there. Oh, our troops just got destroyed. So is this going to create a wave of just like... No, it doesn't look like it. I was about to say, is this going to create a wave of insurrections? But I don't think so. Hope we can get there in time before they seize the railway or something. Wait, have I assigned the wrong one? No, I haven't. Never mind. I was about to say, have I assigned the wrong one to the front line? But I didn't. .9. We'll just wait. 0.09 or whatever. Dominion Canada wants to help in our war against... yep. Sure. Against the African nations. This is smart. Pushing against the Pacific States of America and leaving the Union State for now. Bunch of people are joining factions, joining the co-prosperity sphere, for example, here. And a bunch of people being called into war. The Andean Pact. Over there. Let's see, we should keep going down this path now, I think. Because I want to see if this might help us deal with the issues in Africa. And also, we need that recruitable population, because right now we don't have that many troops to pull from, and we are at war. I think we're also building a factory over here, by the way. Yeah, let's just go. Just go, dude. I don't know what's going on over here, but apparently they left their capital completely undefended, so we take those. Eid al-Fitr. Eid Mubarak, and so on and so forth. War economy time. Probably should have done that way earlier. Let's just go straight through them. We don't need to, like, wait and get into position. After them seems to always work. Three civilian factories, I'm guessing that's because the military factory we were building didn't work. Yep, because we lost that territory. So if I take this, do we just win? I think we do. In any, like... Iran declared war on the Ottoman Empire, okay. Rebellion in Yemen. War is just kicking off all over the globe now. But yeah, now these guys are all surrounded. Decent pocket. Armenian uprising. I'm going to invest 50 political power in the IEDC. I'm going to put the West African garrison back on garrison duty. I'm going to remove... How do I remove those? Yeah, remove those from the normal colonial garrison group. We would like to have you assist with our economy, I think. And I'm going to start researching the new weapons, the new guns. Since we're basically at max for what we can store in terms of research. You You just go. I need to get all these garrisons out of here, and in fact, I think I need to get like some of the soldiers out of here as well. There's just too many of them for fighting down here. It goes a bit over ambitious with that. The Republic of South Africa declared war on southern Rhodesia. Yemen declared war on the Ottoman Empire. Syria joined the Cairo Pact. Syria has broken free, the Republic of Syria, under Sultan al-Atrash. Al-Usra al-Alawiya. Our finest hour, British politician and former Lord of the Admiralty Winston Churchill has published a new book, part of an emerging genre known as alternate history. Second Hour Revolt, Cypriot Rebellion, start of the Third Boer War. Everything's just going to hell in a handbasket. All over the world. And it's going to get worse soon. Okay. Thank you. I would like all of this back. Never mind, I can't get it back. There we go. Nope. Thank you. Now let's send the second army. Let's send some more troops out of the second army, and let's send the second army and one camel over towards the Wadi Empire. I want an off-map civilian factory still. Oh yeah, look at this. Now we're getting somewhere. Kingdom of Greece declared war on the Ottoman Empire as well. Everyone's declaring war on the Ottoman Empire. It's in vogue right now. Actually, probably don't need the infrastructure there quite yet. Our colonial garrisons are beating the enemy cavalry. A little bit embarrassing, honestly. We can afford to go straight over towards the new improved artillery because we have enough of a stockpile to mitigate the loss of production efficiency for a while. That being said, we're also over time, so I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.